Sometimes when arranging, composing, or copying music in a contemporary classical setting, you'll encounter some bizarre time signatures that you won't necessarily find in Finale's Select a Time Signature tool when you're setting up your document. For example, 8.8 is not on there. However, just because it's not on the toolbar doesn't mean that I don't have access to it. What you have to do in order to create something like that is click on this little button here, the question mark over question mark. What this is going to open up is the time signature tool. From here you have a load of stuff that you can do. You can move your two sliders here to create any time signature that you want. So all I did there was move the beat duration over from quarter note to eighth note right there. If you move this way, the values get shorter or longer. And if you move this way, the values get extremely short. And likewise, this you go from 1 to 100. But for my purposes, I need 8.8. So here, I've got an 8.8 time signature that if I pressed OK, this would be great. This is how it would display. However, Finale shows you how it's going to beam the music. And in this case, you can see that every single eighth note there is beamed on its own stem. You don't necessarily want that. In some cases it might be helpful, but in this case, when you're done with your music, you know that you're going to have the stems beamed a certain way. You're going to have to go through every single measure of every single instrument to beam it to the way that you want. In order to avoid all of this work, if you so choose, simply select the Composite button here. What this will open is the Composite Time Signature tool. From here, what we can do is create beat groups that beam together. So in my case, what I want is 3 plus 2 plus 3. In order to achieve that, I have to type in my beat duration in the box below, which is an eighth note, so therefore it's an 8. And then on top, I have to type in my desired beaming group. In order to do that, I have to type in 3 plus 2 plus 3. I simply can't type in 323, otherwise I'll get 108, because it does not register it as being added together. It thinks that's all one giant group. So 3 plus 2 plus 3, however, will create the desired beaming that we're looking for. Now if you press your OK, you're going to get that beaming. However, the time signature is going to display as that 3 plus 2 plus 3. To change this, what you can do is press the More Choices, which will open up a little pop-down, which will look very similar to the top. Instead, though, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the Use a Different Time Signature for Display checkmark. This will force Finale to display the time signature as whatever appears down here. So in this case, it's 4-4. So even though it's going to be beaming 3 plus 2 plus 3, it will appear as 4-4. So you can either slide over to your desired amount of beats and beat duration, or you can just go into the beat groups and type in what you want. In this case, if you were to do that, you don't want to type in the 3 plus 2 plus 3 because it will register that. You just type in 8 plus 8. And there you go. When you do that, all said and finished, it will appear as 8.8, and it should beam correctly on your Finale manuscript. There is another way, there are two other ways actually to get here. The first one is by pressing this little 4-4 here, the time signature tool, and then you simply click on your measure and it will open up the box that you have seen before. Additionally, you can also reach that by left-clicking when you're on the selection tool and go down to the time signature. It has ready-made right there for you, or you can go to the Edit Time Signature to create your own. If by chance you have a very complex time signatures, let's say 3 plus 2 over 8 plus 2, 4, Finale will also work well with that. All you have to do is go over into the Composite Time Signature and type out your first part of your key signature, which is 3 plus 2, and then your other part, which is 2 plus 4. Now, finale will register that as two separate things that are going to be beamed together, so you'll still get the beaming of 3 plus 2 and 2 plus 4 in the same measure. Doing this, you can create almost any time signature that you want, up to 5 individual beat groups and beat durations. However, the likelihood of finding that in any score is basically 0% of a chance.